Hi.
We did some, we went to radiation, and then first we stopped in the mailbox and I got 2 packages, 2 heart smiles. One I knew was coming, one I did not. And then we went to radiation, and then after that we went to Walmart because we had to get some things, the typical bottled water, drink mix, shower curtain, Mother's Day card kind of thing. But yeah, so I figured we'd sit here outside and we'd open these packages. I'm gonna open the one I knew I was getting. This one is from my mom. A little, kind of sort of a backstory, not really a backstory, but we were both born and raised Catholic. And it's a big part of our history, and it's a big part of our childhood, and it's a big part of us and who we are. We do not attend a steady church. We've, over the years, even though our faith hasn't really faltered, we just never, I don't think we ever really found a church that was like your hometown church. You just don't. I did attend a couple of other churches. Freedom Valley was one that I really liked. Which was a Christian church that I had attended back in Pennsylvania. And I actually do watch some of their services online, but we just haven't found another church. I can't really say that we've actively looked either. We've always just been kind of strong in our faith in our hearts, and
we're looking for that small town church that just doesn't seem to exist anymore. We're looking for the church that has seating for a couple hundred people, and they passed a little collection basket by 3 times a day for $1 or $2, and
I don't know. And honestly, like I said, we haven't really looked because I'm sure there's some, but we tend to just kind of act in our faith within ourselves in our house. But anyway, long story short, a few months back, I had all of a sudden was like, I really wish I had a rosary. Now, there was a rosary that I had given away as a gift to somebody that was very special. That person has since passed away, and she had kept the rosary, and I'm still in the process of trying to get that rosary back. But I have to go to Pennsylvania, and I have to meet up with the person to be able to get it. So, what's the matter?
No.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
To get it back, and I just haven't done that. But anyway, we didn't want it. I just really wanted a rosary. So I've been looking online and Amazon, and I've been searching, and I've seen a lot of pretty ones, but none that's really meant anything, and none that really screamed out, you got to get me, this is the one I need. And then a few days back, like last week, he had said the same thing to me about wanting to have a rosary, wishing he had one from back when he was a kid. And I think we want him not so much for the fact that we can sit there and say the prayers, because we can say the prayers without the rosary. I mean, we know our Hail Mary and our All Father and our Glory Be. We know all those prayers, and we recite them quite religiously and quite frequently. But it's more of like a comfort thing, and it kind of brings that comfort level to us from our childhood and growing up and our faith and so on and so forth. So anyway, when I was talking to my mom, I had said to my mom, "Hey Mom, we really want rosaries." Well, she had gotten us the oh my gosh, the green scapula. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
The green scapula from the Mary, which has basically got healing properties. Well, she'd given us all one for Christmas. Well, we were talking about that on the phone, and she asked us if we had them, and we said yes. They're hanging beside our beds, and we do say the prayers and so on and so forth. But then I had told her how we wanted a rosary, and like I said, we just had wanted them. So she said, rosaries. I got rosaries. I can send you rosaries. So my mother has sent me rosaries. So now we're going to see what they look like, what they are, what's involved, blah, blah, blah. I can get the tape off. Oh my Lord. Okay, I think I got it. We got some bubble wrap.
Yeah, no pun intended. Oh my Lord.
Okay, so
She's just.
Oh, that's cool. She sent a bunch of
printing out
these.
instructions.
Wow, this is actually the exact one that I had that I had saved on my phone. So anyway, she actually printed out the instructions on how to pray the rosary. And she sent that. She sent us each one because I asked for 3, one for me, one for him, and one for Lacey. And then she sent us this, which I actually saved this on my phone from Pinterest. So, but she put it on cardstock, so those are nice. I might just frame them and hang them. Why not, right?
Why not?
So then we have this, the Rosary, my daily devotion to Mary, the Mother of God. So we have that.
She hooked us up.
Which also gives us some more information. And then we have
no idea which one she sent us.
I don't know.
We're blessed regardless either way.
Oh, these ones are really nice. Okay, so we have this one. These are actually a lot like the ones that I had looked at up online, actually, to be honest. These are actually really close to the ones. I don't know how much of that you can see.
Now, is this wood? Is this a wood one, or is this a?
This one's wood,
plastic?
and if I am correct, these actually belonged to my stepfather's mother, so my step-grandmother, who passed away 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And she lived to be 102? 102 years old. So that's the one.
That was actually hers?
I believe.
And your mom actually...
I believe she said she got these from her. So there's that one. I mean, these weren't bought specifically. Each bead of this rosary is a seed from the trees on the grounds of St. Joseph's Valley, Emmitsburg, Maryland. Hallowed by the presence of Mother Elizabeth Seton, foundress of the Sisters of Charity in the United States. Now that's really cool. So this one. And then there is that one, which is also really cool.
And it wasn't even about the cool factor. It was simply about...
we just wanted it for the comfort. And then there's this one, which will probably be the one we'll just give to Lacey. And that's that one. And then this one, my mom said, was sent specifically for Greg.
What, the red one?
It's a shallot. This one, yes. This one is yours too. You get 2. I think it was called chaplet. So it's basically a miniature version of a rosary. And she's also got the Blessed Mother medallion in there. But the chaplet is basically a miniature version.
Well, there's something I didn't know.
Did you read this yet?
No.
But basically, the crucifix is 2 Our Fathers, 2 Glory be to the Father, and 2 Hail Marys. The beads are 33, representing years our Lord spent on earth. On each bead, pray, O sweet and divine blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, wash away my sins and the sins of the whole world. And then it says, end each chaplet with Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I had seen these because I thought it was really cool. And my mom said she's actually going to make them, which I think is really cool too. So I told her when she does, she needs to.
It's all plastic, right?
Yeah, this one it's not like anything. I mean,
so it's all plastic, so it means you could take it into the medical, where if you needed to put it in your pocket or in your gown or something like that, there's no metal on it, so that way you can keep it with you. Which is why
Which is nice.
Which is why they made those specifically. Like if I was going to get a CAT scan or something, I could keep it on my body, my persona somewhere, and it won't show up on the scan.
But yeah, that one was given to you so that you can take it with you and carry it with you. So thanks, Mom and Marie and
everyone else who contributed.
Grandma. And you know, we'll have to show Lacey. I like this one. This one's my favorite only because I know I've been, you know what I mean? Like I grew up in Fairfield, Pennsylvania, but I grew up very, very, very close to Emmitsburg, Maryland. So like anybody who's Catholic, if you've ever heard of the Grotto of Lourdes, it's up in Emmitsburg and actually sits up above the church where I grew up in, St. Anthony's. And my family's buried up there. Like all, my grandmother, my grandfather, my great aunts and uncles are all up there buried in the cemetery up right outside the grotto. And the grotto has a huge statue of the Blessed Mother, which basically goes into the sky and is gold plated. And then you can go through the grotto. And there's also like there's
beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous place to visit. So if you're ever there, you know it's very peaceful. It's a very religious, very holy place to visit, and it's got a lot of meaning to me and my family because I grew up there. You know, I was my first Holy Communion, I was confirmed, all of that stuff was there. Mind you, if you're not Catholic or you're not really into religion, you can fast forward through all this. There's other stuff in this vlog besides this. I just want to put that out there. But, you know, regardless of what faith or religion or anything that you are, there's a lot to be said for having faith in something, you know, whether it's faith in yourself and hope that things will be better and positivity, or a faith in a higher power. Our faith is in a higher power. And like I said, when we asked for the rosaries we weren't looking for something that was like fancy, and you know, we just wanted something to be able to sit and, you know, at night and maybe just run through the prayers and have that. So now we do. So that's awesome. So that one is that. Those there. Well,
you want to just stop this vlog here and keep it separate? I mean,
we can cut it if we need to. I don't know.
I think we should, because this is, the rosaries are just, they're important in so many different ways. When I grew up, I had a black and white one.
Yeah, mine was red and white.
Why don't you get down, Chaz?
The one I had was red and white, and it was plastic. You know, we had the like they were a lot more along the lines of this style. My beads were smoother, but they weren't the like crystally like beads. They were smoother. But this is what we grew up with.
I'm trying to think of where mine is, and for the life of me, I can't think of where mine is. But it'll show.
We got our rosaries. This one will be yours.
We're going to radiation.
What?
We're going to radiation.
We already did that. So
let's.
So we're gonna cut this clip here, and we'll put this up as its own separate video, and you guys can. That way, people can enjoy it and take it for its whole separate thing. And you know, like I said, when you don't wear it.
Why?
Because it's not.
It's a necklace.
It's meant to be held.
Oh.
It's meant to be. You hold it, and you start at the beginning, and then you move up the beads. And as you get to the bead, you say the prayers that correspond with each bead. Until you get the whole way around the rosary. That's the general idea of it.
We'll go through that.
That's a whole other package. We're going to do that on a separate video. So yeah, so we're just going to cut this clip. We'll put it up as its own separate video, and we will film the next half. So
thanks so much for sending these out. It
thanks,
means a
Mom.
lot. Thanks.
It does mean a lot to us. It means.
Does she have them at home?
Yeah, where she got them. I think they were Great Grandma Williams. Pappy's mom.
Yeah. Can I have some?
You know, but it's you know, and when you're faced, sorry, I just, you know, just a little separate, you know, when you're faced in circumstances like we currently are, or even in other circumstances,
you just need an outlet.
You need the you need the faith. You need positivity. That's first and foremost. But for us, we need the faith and the belief, and it's comforting to us. So that's why we got them. So thanks for watching. Sorry I got kind of confused because I was just going to add it into the regular daily vlog, but I'm just going to post it separate because it is 16 minutes long in itself anyway.
And
so bonus video.
It's the right thing to do.
So it is. So have a wonderful, beautiful day, and we'll see you in the rest of the other vlog.